Welcome back to the channel, Inspired by R&R.
What's up?
If you're new here, my name is Ronya, and this is my super talented husband, Richard.
Didn't seem like you meant that. All right, guys. About a week ago, we asked you, we posted a video asking you guys to leave any questions that you may have in reference to our recent trip to Africa.
That's right. And in today's video, we are going to be answering all of those questions.
All right. So without further ado, let's get to the first question. Well, it seems like we only had 2 questions.
Got him! Got him!
Well, we know some people may be a little shy, so what we're going to do is answer the questions from those 2 individuals first, and then we're going to go ahead and just answer questions that we think would be beneficial to people traveling to Africa and especially in Tanzania.
Right. So without further ado, we're going to get into question number 1. Question number 1 was received on Instagram from REDD. How did you get accommodations there and set this trip up? Through a travel agent or by yourselves?
Well, our accommodations, we stayed at an Airbnb when we were in Moshi, and then we also stayed at a hotel when we were in Arusha.
Right.
The accommodations is really just what you feel comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people prefer Airbnb, some people prefer hotels, so just do your own research and whatever you feel comfortable with, go with that. As far as actually booking the flight, we don't use any types of travel agents. We just do everything on our own with our own research.
Yeah, she's the guru behind that. Like,
I'll leave the links down below to what the websites are that we use. But yeah, that's really about it. I hope I answered your question.
All right, so question number 2 comes from Bill Davis on Facebook. What's up, Bill? Bill asked, how much for the trip? Man, this is a question that we get all the time from family members, friends, co-workers. They think it's really expensive to travel to Africa.
Oh, no.
But it's not.
That's right. So as far as pricing is concerned, the cheapest ticket that we found was like $5.75 to go to Africa. Yeah. And you know, some people are spending $2 and $3 grand just to go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Which is just south of us here in Florida.
Yeah.
So I mean, $5.75 is really cheap. Again, I will leave all the links to everything that we use to find our airfare. But another thing is to go in what's called the off season versus peak season.
True.
Their rainy season ends in May, and peak season starts like June 1st. So we went the last week of May, which it kind of missed it, but it wasn't any rain like the whole time we were there.
True. Okay, now we will just answer questions that we think you may have about our recent trip. Let's talk vaccinations.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yes. So if you go online, it can get a little intimidating when you start seeing all of the vaccines that are needed to go to Africa.
Really can.
But luckily for us, we didn't have to take one single shot.
Okay. That blessed me.
And that's because if you're traveling from a country that has risk with certain diseases, then you have to take those vaccinations. The most common shot or vaccine is going to be the yellow fever shot, but coming from the United States straight to Tanzania, you don't have to take any because you're not going to be in contact with any countries that carry potentially carry that disease.
Right.
Now, if you are going to be traveling to other countries, then, you know, check that. I'm going to leave a link to the CDC so you can check that location and see if you would need to get those immunizations. But as far as US straight to Tanzania, no shots are needed.
Another question that may be important to mention is, what is a currency like? Well, the exchange rate in Tanzania definitely favors the US dollar. For every $1 it's about 2,200 of the Tanzanian shillings. So you can imagine everything there was pretty affordable. Cheap to say the least. For us, our dollar went a long way while we were there.
Yeah, you may also be wondering where or how we got around when we weren't on the safari. Well, we took this bus/van. Here's a video of it.
Public transportation.
When you get on the van/bus, it's super cheap. There's people that are using it to go to work, people that are using it to get off of work and just go home, and people going to their friends' homes. So it's gonna be people from all walks of life, but they're locals. If you're like really iffy about people being in your personal space,
claustrophobic,
don't use it. As you can see in the video, we are like this, sardines. But it was definitely an experience.
It was a great experience. Like, 2 or 3 people will get off, and then 4 or 5 will get back on as soon as you're thinking that you're gonna get a little bit more space. It was crazy, but it was just an amazing experience to be able to, you know,
and you're literally gonna be sitting on somebody because they are cramming people in it. I don't know what the weight restrictions are, but I'm pretty sure you're overweight inside of that with all those bodies. But hey, they make it happen.
All right, you may want to know where we stayed. We actually stayed in Moshi, Tanzania at an Airbnb. We have a video for that, as well as when we traveled to Arusha, we stayed at the Cheddars Hotel there, which is amazing. The staff is so like accommodating. They were just amazing.
Super nice,
if you're gonna have like a I guess I can't call it a layover, but if you're gonna be staying for a night before your safari, highly recommend the Cheddars Hotel.
Yeah. What about the food, babe?
Food is amazing. Like almost like it would seem like, you know, anybody's grandmother like was cooking the food. She'll come out, hey, is everything okay? You know, she spoke, you know, a little English and everything, but she just wanted to make sure that our meals were great. She even, the last night we were there, she asked us exactly what we wanted for breakfast the next morning to make sure that they would have all of the ingredients ready. So just an amazing experience.
They have vegetarian friendly options, meat lover friendly options. So anything for anybody, it's there, and everything is fresh. It's so tasteful. They cook it on the spot, so you'll have to wait for your food to get cooked because nothing is just sitting there under a heat lamp. Like everything is made fresh to order. Well, I guess that's gonna answer all of the questions that we think you might have. If you have any other questions, please feel free to drop them down below in the comment section. We reply to every question that we have, every comment that we have. We really appreciate those as well, and you know, we just wanted to put this video out there to help someone. Hopefully we did. And if you're interested in traveling to Africa, definitely check out our other videos as well. I'm pretty sure they'll be useful for you for your future excursion and trips and all of that other good stuff. But again, we thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.